Get loaded. You have 1 minute left. All right, trying to find this WPBQ. WPBQ. Ooh, I got 10% left on here. All right, here we are. So now I just need to share. And I'm going to share to the public. Done. Hello. Facebook. Were you able to share?
Yes, ma'am.
Rise.
I shared as well.
And shine.
It's 8 o'clock.
And make sure your phone is low. Here we go, guys.
All
All right. Here we go. Stand by. Move up just a little closer. You'll be looking at me. You're looking at me. Woo. Hello and welcome to another edition of Rise and Shine. I'm your host, Dr. Sunny. Good to be with you today. Rise and Shine is a show that's all about dreaming, from the dream of home ownership to the dream of becoming the best version of yourself. And whether your goal is to get keys to a new home or keys to success, my goal is to add value to your day. In just a few minutes, you'll find there's no place like home, and we'll tell you about an event that will help you make your home the envy of all your neighbors. Wouldn't you like that? It's time now. We're going to flip the script. Instead of starting with home matters, we're starting with our Dream Team segment, where I get to talk with entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and others who are inspiring and impacting their community while making their own dreams come true. As some of you know, I'm a certified coach, speaker, and trainer with the John Maxwell team. John Maxwell, for those of you who don't know, is a New York Times best-selling author. He's written over 100 books on leadership and communications, and his philosophy is everything rises and falls on leadership, and leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. I coach, I speak and train through workshops and mastermind groups by sharing principles from several of his books, including one that is called Put Your Dream to the Test. And you can stay tuned for more information in the coming weeks, because I'm going to be having a workshop, and I sure would love it if you could join me to become the best version of yourself. Right now, though, we are talking with two guests who are working on their dream, and they're honing their leadership and communication skills as members of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Daniel Coleman is president of the Omicron Gamma chapter here in Mississippi, and Lamon Wells is assistant area director. Welcome, young men, to Rise and Shine.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you.
I gotta have a better good morning. Good morning.
Good
Come
Good
on.
morning. Thanks for having
All
us.
right, it figures. College, move in just a little bit closer. College students, they're still like not quite awake, but it's all good. So listen, we'll start with you, Layman. Tell the audience a little bit more about yourself. You're both in college. Tell us where you go
Yes,
and what your goals are.
All right, my name is Lamon Wells. I'm a senior at Belhaven University. I'm serving as a historian and assistant area director for the Omicron Gamma chapter. And my goals is just have a successful career and help others and give back.
Okay, that sounds good. How about you, Daniel? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Daniel Coleman. I'm a junior sociology major at Millsaps College, and I'm the chapter president for the Omicron Gamma chapter. When I leave Millsaps, I plan to pursue a career in the legal field. But overall, I just want to help people.
Awesome. Well, this is good to hear. Now, I also want to mention, I'd be remiss if I did not mention that Lamon is one of our production team members here at Rise and Shine. He is a student at Belhaven in the public relations area, and I am his professor, and he has to do this for a grade. But you know what, folks? He's doing a great job. So thank you for helping me out with a guest today, and then bringing a colleague. So you've got that influence. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
So Daniel, tell us a little bit about Alpha Phi Alpha. I know that historically it was like the first Greek letter organization for African Americans, and that's pretty cool in itself. So this year they'll be celebrating their 112th year.
Right. Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity was founded December 4th, 1906 on the campus of Cornell University in Ithaca, New York. Since then, we have chapters in every state, numerous chapters in every state. So our fraternity has really grown, and we're constantly trying to grow and pursue the vision that our founders first had.
And I know you have some big footsteps to follow, because I was looking at the information. So there is a great judge, Marshall, Thurgood Marshall, and one of the greatest civil rights leaders of all time.
Right, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah, so you've got a good team there that you're following after. You're standing on some great shoulders. So, Lamon, tell me, what is your role? I understand you are the assistant area director, and I remember in class a couple of times you're like, I've got to go away this weekend, so you have to work with me on your assignment. But tell me about that.
As the assistant area director, I communicate amongst the college chapters in the area. I basically just keep them informed on the events coming up, make sure everybody goes out and support, and I attend executive board meetings.
Okay, and also I understand that obviously with fraternities, one of the key roles is that they love to give back to the community. So, Daniel, what are some of the projects that the organization is involved in?
Okay, we have 4 national programs that are required of us to do. They are our Brothers Keeper program, where we go, we take care of elderly brothers, whether they be retired or disabled or anything of that sort. We have our Voteless People, It's a Hopeless People program, which is focused on voters' education and registration. We also have our Go to High School, Go to College program, sort of like a mentoring program, to where we mentor kids in elementary school, middle school, high school, of the importance of graduating high school, but not only that, pursuing further to graduate college. And lastly, we have Project Alpha, to where we inform young men and women about like safe sex and things of that sort. So it's kind of like an abstinence program.
Now, that's awesome. Lamon, I was doing a little research on you on your Facebook page, and the Cat in the Hat has nothing on you. I saw you last week. Tell me what event you were involved in.
Last week I was involved in Read Across America. Me and our garage child, the Rose Lambda, went to Canton Elementary.
Which school?
Canton Elementary.
Okay, wonderful.
And we went to read to younger kids, and I enjoyed doing stuff like that because I remember when I was in kindergarten, older people came to read to us, and the influence it has on the younger generation, like, great.
Absolutely. The great Frederick Douglass said it's easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. Would you agree with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. Alpha Phi Alpha has an exciting event coming up. I remember being at Jackson State, and this was one of the most popular events in terms of camaraderie and just pure excitement. So tell us about, is it probate that you're going to be doing, and where will it be held?
Wednesday we have our probate at Millsaps College. That'll be at 706 on our Millsaps Plaza. So we're inviting everybody to come out. We have a really good line this semester.
Okay, some people may not know what a probate is. So tell us, break it down a little bit for us.
Well, a probate is when new members of the organization go through their final part of the initiation, where they come out and reveal themselves. So it'll be a good show for you to see the new members of our chapter.
And it's involved in kind of creative stepping,
Yes,
things
ma'am.
of that nature. Yeah. How hard was it for you to become a member? If you tell me, you'll have to kill me. I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
Our fraternity has like a gold standard, so we only require the best. So yeah.
Good answer. Good answer. So if you're just joining us, I'm talking with Daniel Coleman and Lamon Wells of the Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity. And gentlemen, one of the questions from John Maxwell's book, Put Your Dream to the Test, asks, do you have the right people? So tell us a little bit more about some of the members who are on your team, or even how do you make it all work? Because there have been problems with some teams, or rather some fraternity some fraternities that have problems challenging in the past. How do you make sure that that does not happen within your chapter in terms of hazing or other disciplinary problems?
Our fraternity as a whole has strict rules on things like hazing and forcing people to do things that that they don't want in order to join. So we make sure, starting with our national office, regional office, down to our own chapter, we make sure that we follow those rules and emphasize them, whether it be bringing in a new group of members or just us going out to a party or anything of that sort. Because we know the importance of our fraternity, and we know that whenever we go out amongst the public and anybody is watching us, and we represent the name of our fraternity, we want to have a good reputation.
Absolutely. Lamon, same for you?
When it comes to the business side, it's a business side and the brotherhood. We all work together to get things done. So, like, within our chapter, we communicate amongst each other, have meetings, make sure that we're all on the same accord with one thing.
Okay. What do you guys love about being a member of a fraternity? In what ways has it helped you with your personal and professional growth? I'll start with you, Daniel.
One of the biggest things I love about being in a fraternity is that it gives me another outlet to work for something that's bigger than myself. I know a lot of us maybe have a passion for something that we want to do. My first passion is discover my purpose and what God wants me to do, and from there my family, and then after that it's my fraternity. So whatever I can do to better my fraternity, my family, or anything that's pleasing to God, that's what I prefer to do.
Okay.
Basically, definitely the networking and the development of a person. You come in as a leader, but it develops you more as a leader. You see things from a different perspective. You want to be involved more in the community and help others.
Absolutely. And I love what you both have said, helping others and this dream, this mission of Alpha Phi Alpha being bigger than you and helping others. And I love how you also know that God is in control and can put your dream to the test. So finally, what's your advice to other young people who might be out there thinking about joining a fraternity or just want to do better for themselves? Are there any lessons learned along the way that you can share to our audience? Because again, I commend you young men, junior in college, senior in college, and you're taking a leadership and being the change that you wish to see.
I would say, just going back to what I said previously, find that within you that makes you work for something bigger than yourself. Because that's what keeps me waking up in the morning, that forces me to go to class, even when I don't want to. Just thinking about not only myself, but those who've laid the path before me, but also those who come after me.
Awesome. And Lamon?
Basically what my brother said, if you want to do something bigger than yourself, go for it. Always follow your dreams.
Alrighty. Now, I also, since I have about a minute left, just a couple more minutes, what are you doing when you're not doing your fraternity work or school work? What do you enjoy?
I'm a part of the Millside men's basketball team.
Okay.
So I'm either with my fraternity brothers studying or playing basketball. So that's pretty much what I do.
With me, I have an intern at Red Cross, so meet her there, doing schoolwork and working out.
And also, I remember last semester you were on the track team.
Yes, ma'am.
Not this year, though.
Not this year. Schedule got too booked.
Okay, well, sometimes it's about prioritizing, right?
Yes,
and
right.
Just because you're busy doesn't mean you're productive. So, yeah, prioritizing is a big thing. So I am so excited that you all have been a part of this Dream Team segment. If someone wanted to get in touch with you all, what's one quick way that they could, in case they wanted your fraternity to come and be a part of a community project?
One way you can get in touch with us is Instagram. Follow our page at OG_alphas and just shoot us a message and we'll get back with you.
I want to thank my guests, both of them, Daniel Coleman of Millsaps and Lamon Wells of Belhaven University. Both of them are members of Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity. Best wishes to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And dream big.
Thank you for having us.
Stay tuned. We're going to be right back. We've got that Home Matters segment coming up that I talked about. You know, there's no place like home, and we'll tell you about an event that will help make your home the envy of all your neighbors. Thank you very much. Okay, guys, thank you so much. So we are going to take a quick picture with that guest outside,
Okay.
and then I've got to have her run back in here so she can sit. So can you? Oh, you'll still be here, though,
Yes,
for a
ma'am.
few minutes. Will you be able to?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
All right. Hi.